United is taking on Brighton at Old Trafford. Big news is that Rasmus Hojlund gets his United debut. That is the hugest news of the day, and hope you guys are here to obviously understand exactly what's going to happen. Rasmus Hojlund starts for Man United. Erik ten Hag naming his starting 11, and the same applies to the Zabi of Brighton. The same Brighton came at Old Trafford. It beat us by 1 goal to 0, and it was 2-1. And they come back in a very high gear at Old Trafford to obviously face us in a very tough season for us. 4 games played, lost 2 and won 2. That is it. And that is the United affair and how things are really going on down there in the Erik ten Hag era. No Anthony, no Sancho, and obviously the lineups are already out. And let me obviously throw that lineup to you, the viewers of United Matters channel. Now we are having Andre Onana in goal. Diego Dalot starts as the right back of Man United, surprisingly. And Sergio Reguilon starts as the left back, and looks like Ten Hag is trying to obviously come up and obviously think about the game of Bayern Munich that we are going to face in the midweek. That is on Tuesday. And I think Aaron Wan-Bissaka is obviously going to play as a right back because of his defensive skills. But also you have to put in consideration that Diego Dalot has shown different levels when playing Nottingham Forest defensively. And against Arsenal, he really looked good. And he has gone ahead to play 2 games for his national team. And it looks like he's getting where Erik ten Hag really wants him to be. And Sergio Reguilon gets his United debut at Old Trafford, and wait to see how he's going to fare into this beautiful game of football as United takes on the side of Brighton. But is it good to cross the bridge before you reach it? Let's wait and see whether the manager is obviously going to be right on the decision he's going to have to make to obviously get in Rasmus Hojlund. To get in Dalot and Reguilon as Aaron Wan-Bissaka is out of the starting 11. Victor Lindelof is another one in the central defense with Lisandro Martinez. Remember yesterday during the press conference, confirmed to us that Lindelof and Martinez are fit to play in the game today. And obviously, Lisandro Martinez is going to play on the left side of the central defense, and Victor Lindelof is going to play on the right side of the central defense. Then the double pivot has Casemiro and Scott McTominay. That is it. I know why Scott McTominay is playing into this, because we don't have a right winger, and Erik ten Hag needed to obviously improvise on who the right winger is going to be. And as I told you that it could be Bruno Fernandes, it could be Garnacho, or it could be Pelestri, and Ten Hag is going to have to choose Bruno Fernandes to play off the right attacking side of the midfield. And the most exciting bit for me is Eriksen being played as a central attacking midfielder. This is the position where Eriksen really thrives fast, and obviously he's going to obviously get us the best of himself as far as this beautiful game of football is really concerned. Rashford off the left, he's really trying to get back where he was last season, scoring against Arsenal, 2 assists against Nottingham Forest, and the secondary assist as England scored their first goal against South Scotland. Then Rasmus Hojlund getting his debut for Manchester United, and I really believe Rasmus Hojlund is obviously going to go ahead and obviously score in there for you. For Brighton, they're having Stele in goal, Lamptey facing Rashford, some good battle. Veltman left forward, left back. Dunk, I really enjoyed his capabilities of passing in the central defense when England was playing against Scotland. Then Van Heck on the right side of the central defense. Then Howard and Prog, double pivot replacing McAllister and Caicedo, who left for Liverpool and Chelsea respectively. Then Andingra, right attack midfielder. Mitoma played as a left forward. Lallana, central attacking midfielder. And Danny Welbeck is leading the line for the side of Brighton. So that is it, and that is the starting 11 for all of those teams. And when you look at the benches, United is having Baindeed, they're having Harry Maguire, Anton Martial, Alejandro Garnacho. They're having Facundo Pellistri, Aaron Wan-Bissaka, John Evans, Daniel Gorey, and Hannibal Mejabri. That is it. And Donny van de Beek has not been named in the squad of Man United, yet he arrived on the match day to play against Manchester United. Then Verbruggen, Julio, Adam Webster, James Milner, João Pedro, Billy Gilmore, Baleba, Evan Ferguson, and Ansu Fati onto the bench. And when you look at these two teams, they are all having a very fat bench that can obviously change a game and take it to the next level, where we deserve this game to be always and always and always. So that is it, coming in from the starting 11 of Man United and the starting 11 of Brighton. But I really anticipate a very good game today, because we are obviously going to take it to the next level. We are taking the game to them, and they're obviously going to bring the game to us. But being at Old Trafford, Ten Hag is going to hate to be wise, and obviously played with a double pivot of Casemiro and another physical body. And we all know that every time Scott McTominay is played in a number 8 role that allows him to advance well in the advanced positions of the pitch, he looks a better player. And we anticipate the best from this guy, and we note it that he's obviously going to go far and obviously go miles. That is a player known as Scott McTominay for you. And without Amrabat, obviously Scott McTominay is playing into that position. And everyone who really doubts that Amrabat is not going to be in the starting 11 of Man United, Ten Hag has shown you that if at all he was physically fit, he would have gone ahead to be part of this fixture as we take on this side of Brighton. That is it. So Gordon Muhwezi, live from Marara, Western 3-1. Gordon Muhwezi. Why McTominay? I've told you the reason. Because Ten Hag doesn't have a right winger, and he needed to play Eriksen in the central attack midfield, not in that position. Then he also needed to play Bruno Fernandes on the right, and maybe Scott McTominay won't play some 90 minutes, as Erik Ten Hag will take off some players to bring him on. Then I'm having Kamuhanda Jonani 3-1 in favor of United, and Hachilala. Thanks, David, for the update. Hachilala from Zambia. Thank you for obviously watching us in now. The game is on. It has started on a very cool pace, but we know that the intensity will increase slowly by slowly, because this game of football is obviously right. I don't want to give my predictions because I know United, but I think we are going to score some goals. This is Old Trafford, and for the very first time at Old Trafford, we are playing with the number 9, and it's that we create chances at Old Trafford. You know that very well, but we've not seen a number 9 make runs like Hojlund made in the half-hour mark. We played the side of Arsenal. So we are lucky. And Omhal Lucky Ethan 3-0 for United. I doubt for us keeping a clean sheet today, because Brighton will obviously try to expose us. But I think the presence of Lisandro Martinez and Lindelof obviously gives us a go. But the problem is, will Lisandro Martinez be able to play 90 minutes? That's it, because if he doesn't play 90 minutes, you know that we are in for it with the calamity of Harry Maguire. And I don't know why the manager, even the game of Arsenal, first brought in Harry Maguire ahead of John Evans, because to me, I believe John Evans is a better centre-back than Harry Maguire. Though it's not what we deserve, but at least he's better, and we should be doing better in such positions. So that is the game. It's obviously slow. United is trying to obviously play their game. Sergio Roglen making his debut for Man United at Old Trafford, and then Rasmus Hojlund making his full debut for the club of Manchester United. And Wenceslas Katinisa, thanks RD for the updates. Thank you very much for being part of this channel. And United are trying to launch an attack, and it looks like Roglen has gone ahead to obviously try to put that ball in, and it's a first corner of the game, and United are really having the first corner. Let's see how this corner goes in. Smash like button, comment, and share. And if at all you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on the day. Adepare Opeyemi is saying 3-0 in favor of Manchester United. Mitoma taking on Dalot, and Dalot brings Mitoma down, and Mitoma completely goes down, and Dalot wins the battle, and Diego Dalot is totally down, and I don't know what is going to be done, but Is Dallo still down? If at all he's still down, then we are going to notice. And the referee is going to hate to blow his whistle, and this might call in for a VAR check. And he's really furious about what Lamptey is going to hate to do to him, because it looks like there was a very big battle in between him and Mitoma. And when he stole the ball, Lamptey comes in through and obviously tries to make a very huge tackle on him, and obviously misses the ball and gets hold of his right foot. And Lamptey has been shown a yellow card immediately because of those actions that were really uncalled for in this beautiful game of football. So that is how United is faring in this game, and we anticipate that it's obviously going to get better and better and better. At Old Trafford, the crowd is buzzing, Rasmus Hojlund leading the line. All we are requesting for is a win. That is it, such that we go to Bayern Munich with a huge boost after losing to that side of Arsenal. You know, this is Old Trafford, and every team will fall to our sword. I remember one of you calling it Sword Trafford. No, so guys, thank you very much for watching through. I'm going to return when the game is done. Let's enjoy the game, and after the game, I'm going to be here to bring you what my thoughts are about this. Isaac Jr., what's your say about this? I'm having Katinisa David. The pronunciation of my name is Katinisa. Katinisa, right? All right, Katinisa, thank you for obviously being in here for you. And I cover it all in the precious blood of Jesus Christ.